Apparently, Fox News host Tucker Carlson is still nursing an 18-year-old grudge against former Daily Show host Jon Stewart. Now, as we all know, Jon Stewart's been in the news a lot recently because he was on the forefront of the Veterans Health Care bill that he eventually, through his pressure, was able to get enough Republicans to support to the point where it actually passed last week. And Stewart was very outspoken in his disdain for these Republicans who initially had shot the bill down. So he used very colorful language. He went out there on the attack. He was doing all the cable shows. He was calling these people out, and rightly so. And after all the dust settled, the bill passed, Tucker Carlson decided that it was then safe at that point to take a serious shot against Jon Stewart, and on his program, Tucker Carlson had this to say about Stewart. He's shrieking and disheveled and very short. Really short. Too short to date. Was he always that short? To which Jon Stewart got on Twitter and replied, "Friends, tonight I am sad. Tucker Carlson believes me too short to date, and yet somehow miraculously I remain tall enough to not know what Viktor Orban's ass tastes like. Is it goulash, Tucky? Seems like it would be goulash." Of course, referring to the far-right leader Viktor Orban. And what is really interesting to me, aside from the fact that, again, Tucker's nursing this 18-year-old grudge, he waited till after everything was over to attack Jon Stewart, right? He thought, okay, the coast is clear. I can come out of my little hole now and go after Jon Stewart because, haha, he's short. But here's the thing. Tucker Carlson has had a grudge, he's had an axe to grind, I guess you'd call it, with Jon Stewart ever since October of 2004, when this happened on Crossfire, the show that Tucker Carlson was at the time hosting on CNN alongside Democrat Paul Begala. So take a look at what Jon Stewart did to Tucker Carlson 18 years ago that still pisses him off to this day. Here it is.
To come on the show today because I have mentioned this show as being bad. Mm-hmm. It's not so much that it's bad as it's hurting America. So I wanted to come here today and say,
wait.
Here's just what I wanted to tell you guys.
Yeah.
Stop. Stop hurting America. I watch your show every day, and it kills me.
I can tell you love it.
It's so painful to watch. Your partisan, what do you call it, hacks.
Wait, John, wait.
You have a responsibility to the public discourse, and you fail miserably.
I think you're a good comedian. I think your lectures are boring.
You're on CNN. The show that leads into me is puppets making crank phone calls. What is wrong with you? It's someone who watches your show and cannot take it anymore. I just can't.
You need to get a job at a
miserably.
School, I think.
You need to go to one. Now, this is theater. I mean, it's obvious. How old are you?
35.
And you wear a bow tie.
Yeah, I do.
I hate the show.
I do think you're more fun on your show. Just my opinion.
So, Jon Stewart's appearance there not only put an end to Tucker Carlson wearing the ridiculous bow ties, but it pretty much ended the show Crossfire altogether for everybody, because everything that Jon Stewart said was correct. And in fact, all of those horrible things that Stewart was pointing out about Crossfire became pretty much the standard operating procedure for cable news shows moving forward, right? Or at least those at Fox News. So Tucker Carlson bounced around for a couple years. As I pointed out right there, he was on CNN. Then he bumped over to MSNBC, where he was pretending to not be a far-right lunatic. And then eventually, of course, moved over to Fox News, got the primetime slot after a couple years, and that's when everything went off the rails. But it all goes back to that first appearance of Jon Stewart on Tucker Carlson, right? His attacks against the show, against the format, against the personalities is what kind of sent Tucker Carlson down this darker path. And again, Tucker's still mad about it. But again, it is very telling that not only did he wait till after everything had finished to finally go after Jon Stewart, but he also didn't attack him on any of the substance on what he had to say. All Tucker Carlson could come up with was, well, you're short, so yeah, you probably can't. He's married. right? Like, he's been married for a long time. Who cares if he's too short to date? He doesn't have to date anybody. What an idiot. What an absolutely pathetic attack against a man who just went scorched earth against your party, and that's the best you can come up with. I hope all the right-wingers see that. Like, that's your guy, that's your leader. And the best attack he can come up with after Republicans were brutalized by Jon Stewart for almost 2 weeks was, yeah, well, you're too short to date. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.